What does a typical strategy consulting project look like? In today's video, I'm going to explain that to you with the example of one of the live projects that I have done. We will also talk about a typical team structure for this kind of a project, how the consulting team and the client works together, so on and so forth. So let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome to Insider Gyan. My name is Somi and I'm an IIT Delhi and ISB Hyderabad grad. I have been in management consulting for quite a few years now, and on this channel, I share my college and job experiences, plus I bring my friends to share their experiences as well, so that it can help you make better career and job related decisions. So if that's something that you're interested in, you know what to do. Please subscribe to the channel. You know, often when I tell people that I'm a management consultant, they'll ask me, what does a management consultant do? And I usually tell them that we solve business problems for the clients. And they're like, what kind of problems? So in today's video, I thought I'm going to share one of the live projects that I've done to give you guys an idea of what consulting is about and how does everyone work together to make things happen. So one of our banking clients with a very good portfolio of credit cards wanted to launch a new credit card for the millennials specifically. So they came to us to get some insights on how they should go about it, how they should design the product, what should their go-to-market strategy be, so on and so forth. Now this project went on for about 4 months. We were a team of 4 people, 2 of them were consultants, 1 manager, and there was 1 person who was a more senior person, a senior manager or a partner, just providing oversight. If I have to break down this whole problem into a few parts, there are really 2 key parts coming out of it. One is designing the product. And second is defining the go-to-market strategy. What that means is once you have a product, how do you distribute it and how do you get in touch with the customers to make a sale happen? In this specific case, we spent about 3 months designing the card product for the client and about a month defining the go-to-market strategy for them. So let's start with designing the product. Over here, there are really 3 steps. Number 1 step is to get a good understanding of what are the similar products there in the market. Basically, competitors ke kaun se similar products hai and what are their product features. Secondly, doing a consumer research to understand what do the customers actually want. And then third step is to bring all these insights together to actually define what the features of the credit card product could look like. So what that means is, what is the annual fee going to look like? What is the interest rate you're going to charge? What is the credit limit that you can put for the different customers? So how do you go about finding what the current competitors are doing? There are again 2 steps to it. One is a desktop research. Second is talking to experts or key opinion leaders in this field. First, you have to identify a set of banks that you are going to benchmark your current client against. Then, desktop research phase mein, you actually go into the websites of all of these banks and start seeing what are some of the products that they have targeted towards the millennials. So you can actually go and check, if you read the terms and conditions, you can actually go and check what are the different features of each of those specific products. And then the next step to this process is going and identifying some kind of an expert from all these competitor banks and talking to them. Typically, there are a lot of agencies like GLG who have a bunch of these experts who have worked in different kind of companies. So you will create a request for them कि इस तरह के लोग हम ढूंढ रहे हैं interview करने के लिए, and you will send it to them. Per hour interview basis पे they'll charge you some money and they'll schedule a 1-hour interview with these experts. So through these expert interviews, actually you get a lot of good insights which you are not able to get through just desktop research, क्योंकि सब कुछ openly available नहीं होता है. Now to understand what your customers actually want, you are going to do a consumer research survey. It could be either a detailed survey, which is like a written survey, a quantitative survey, or it could be like a focus group discussion, or maybe you select like her target segment say 5-6 log and then you have one-on-one interviews with them, similar to what you are doing with the experts. Usually क्या होता है, after the market scan, you are able to get a sense of what your product features are going to look like. So you develop a hypothesis, and based on that hypothesis, you can form the questions. Again, there are a lot of external agencies which can also help you recruit some of these customers from your specific target segment who you can later go and talk to. So you may ask them questions like, what are the cards that you are currently using? What is your average credit card spend per month like? Where do you actually spend most of your money through credit card? You can also ask them how often they actually use their credit card points. Do they use their credit card at all, or do they just prefer to pay by cash or use a debit card or Paytm, whatever? And then coming to the last step, when you're actually defining what the product features are going to look like for your product. इस case में, of course, you have a sense now from what the customers want, what the competitors are doing. Now, this is where we actually worked on building a financial model. We made all those inputs into the financial model to see what the revenue projections are looking like. Now, what could be the different revenue aspects for a credit card, right? It could be the interest rate that they're charging. It could be the annual membership fee that they're charging. And every time you make a payment to any merchant using a credit card, the merchant pays a small amount to the bank as well. So that is also a source of revenue. So after you have taken all these things, you put it in the model and you create different scenarios कि अगर product features ऐसे होंगे, so this is how your revenue projections are going to look like. This is how many cards you will need to sell if you want to, be profitable within a year. Now coming to the second part, which is actually designing the go-to-market strategy. How are you actually going to reach out to these customers? इसमें सबसे important है जानना what are the channels that you're going to use. For example, you could reach out to them via social media, via online channels. You could do promotions through TV ads or newspaper ads. Or when customers are visiting your either website or physically to a branch, you can let them know about your new product then as well. Or you could probably call up potential customers and tell them about your product. So the channels are slightly going to differ if you are reaching out to a new customer who hasn't banked with you at all in the past versus if you are reaching out to someone who is already an existing customer, maybe of another banking product that you have. So when you were doing the consumer research survey in the previous phase, you would already have included some of these questions into your questionnaire. Now coming to the working team, typically हर consulting project में there's a core team which is going to be a few of the working members from your team plus few of the members from the client team as well. If you want any data from them, or if you have to take guidance, or if you have to, understand what the bank's plans are, you have to work with them on a constant basis, right? So there's a core team and there's like a steer co. Usually you will meet with the core team once or twice every week, and then steer co meetings are typically once a month where you just give them an update on this is what you have done, this is what the data is looking like, this is the information that we are getting. Based on that, they may ask you to do something additional which you can then iterate in the next step. And that's it. It all looks very simple on paper, but when you are actually doing it, there are a lot of iterations which take up your time. There's a lot of admin work. For instance, whenever you are engaging a third party, you have to ensure that their deliverables, that has to meet certain standards of your firm. So those things take a lot of time and not the actual analysis or the actual survey work. So hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a like and please subscribe to the channel, guys. I have seen that 90% of my views are not coming from subscribers, which means that 90% of you who are watching the video are not subscribing to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. It's a humble request from me, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.